Alright, I'm back on. I was just having a little bit of connection issues a minute ago there, so hopefully that is resolved. Sorry about that, folks. I didn't really get much building done while y'all were gone. Or I guess while I was gone. Y'all didn't really go. I was the one who left. But I didn't really get much building done. I just put a couple other pieces on here. Didn't miss anything crazy. So this is going to go like this. I'm going to pull that taut, it looks like. And then this goes here. This piece goes here. This piece is going to go on top of both of them like that, I think. This might be the most precariously built thing that I've made so far with the LumiBricks stuff. This does feel a little bit more loosey-goosey than some of the other stuff. Although these little plates here, tiles, will help secure it a little bit more better. There we go. What is this gonna be? Oh, it's gonna be like the sign. Very cool. So here I get to open up some of the larger printed pieces that they have. Well, that's not really helping with the lighting, is it? Makes it darker. Yeah, that's probably better anyway. All right. So, just like before, with the larger printed pieces, they're shipping them together. I assume this also might be something to do with their what's the word I'm looking for? With their manufacturing process. They probably print these, like they probably put all these pieces on this plate and then pad print, or whatever the word is for the sign. They probably print all that directly on there instead of printing them in individual pieces. Would be my guess. So let's put some stuff together. Oh, that's interesting. Huh. Okay, I'll show you this real quick. They must have changed something when they were making this. If you look in the instructions for this part, for this is the actual piece, but you see it's a 1x4 tile there. The 1x4 tile and the 4x4 tile are in different locations. On the instructions, the printing's not going to line up because it's different, but the instructions, they're like this, right? The picture and the instructions of what it's supposed to look like. The 4x4 is on top and then the 1x4 is down below. When in reality, the 1x4 is on top and the 4x4 is below, is how it was shipped. So I wonder if that was an error, or if that was like maybe switching them around was better once it was actually being built. I don't know. I think that's interesting, though. I'm probably the only one that thinks that's interesting, but gosh darn it, I think it is. Clearly you need a phosphorus grenade because of the lighting. It's probably what it looked like for a second there where I turned that light off. A phosphorus grenade in this room would probably not go well. I would not last long. Put the building camera on the table. Well, the problem is it's not a big it's a small round table. It's not a big enough table for that. What I'd like to do is actually set up... What is up with the internet? That is frustrating. But what I'd like to do is have the building table actually set up in front of me. That would be ideal. Ah! This part's not held on very well. At least so far. A little finicky. A little bit more finicky than I would like. It's kind of a cool... How in the world did I build this thing upside down? I did. Boy, I'll tell you what, I am dumb. I think. Did I build it upside down? So I've got this here. So I've got this here. Oh, okay, this part is the part that's on wrong. So this part actually needs to be facing this way. Phosphorus grenade in your room and pieces flying, your wife coming through the room saying, yep. She would definitely not approve of the phosphorus grenade in the house. That would not be ideal. It would be a lot brighter though, that's for sure. Lighting would no longer be an issue. This is kind of a cool connection. Pretty, seems secure. Pretty interesting. I'll show you. So this is the front door here, right? It's going to end up being the front door. And then on top of each side of it over here, there is this, there's these pieces, which are like the upturned bar parts, like this. 1x2 tile with the upturned bar on it. And then what that's actually going to do is connect to these Technic axle connectors here. They're going to go in the bars, which is that's pretty neat. That's a good trick. Should try spinning. Spinning's a neat trick. But I did miss one little bit here. I'm going to catch up on this real quick. I just need to put a couple plates down right here. Last time I saw someone having severe connection issues, it was because his wife was streaming 3 different things in high definition at the same time while he was trying to stream his show. Maybe that's it. She's in there watching TV. I think it sounds like she's watching TV. I'm pretty sure that's what's going on. She had just put our son back down to bed, so maybe that's it. I'm not sure, but hopefully the connection issues resolve itself. A lot of the issue is actually where I'm at. There's literally, the internet provider literally has a corrupt deal with the county, where they're the only internet provider that can provide my neighborhood. They've bribed the county. I live like a quarter of a mile from the AT&T store, but AT&T does not offer service in my area. It's really frustrating. There's only one option where I'm at. And it ain't right, but it is what it is. What route? Eastbound and down, up and truck. Eastbound and down, up and truck. They say what can be done. I assume you're talking about eastbound and down, like Jerry Reed. But I don't think that's the lyric. I've always thought it was eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking. We gonna do what they say can't be done. I think that's the lyric. Eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking, or loaded up and trucking, or loaded up and trucking. We're gonna do what they say can't be done. I think that's the lyric. Yeah, you're not wrong there, Rex. It's not a monopoly. Just move to the opposite corner of your state and you can have DSL from an ISP. Will buy out and shut down in 6 months. Yeah, you're not wrong. It's funny. A friend of mine's family actually owns a cable company that was the major cable company, because I'm in a smaller town that's gotten a lot bigger over the last couple years. But his family owns the cable company that was the big one here, but it is no longer the powerhouse it once was. Basically, everybody uses or is forced to use a single cable provider. It kind of sucks. Yeah, I know Smokey and the Bandit. Jerry Reed is not Smokey, but Jerry Reed is the truck driver. What's his name in the movie? Oh, what is his name? That's gonna drive me crazy. I can't think about it. I can't think of what it is. But yeah, I know it's Smokey and the Bandit. I just don't think that the lyrics are eastbound and down, up and truck, they say what can be done. I don't think that's it. Snowman. Yeah, that's it. Snowman. Thank you. Yeah, I think the lyrics are loaded up and trucking. We're going to do what they say can't be done. I think that's the lyric. Now I'm going to look it up. Or else I've been singing it wrong for 20 years. Eastbound and down lyrics. Boom, boom, boom. Jerry Reed is Snowman. He's a fantastic guitar player. Eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking. We gonna do what they say can't be done. We've got a long way to go in a short time to get there on Bandit Run. Yeah. So eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking. We gonna do what they say can't be done is the lyric. But great movie. Really good movie. I always love that movie. Fantastic. I'm always here for a... Anytime you want to reference Smokey and the Bandit, that is cool with me. I would like to build a the car, the Firebird. Or the Trans Am at some point. The problem is the front of that thing. That decal is killer. You'd have to do it with decals. I've seen a couple brick built versions, but it just doesn't look right. It's very, very good attempts, but it doesn't look right. Brick built. You got to do it with a sticker. There is a good 8-wide version out there. Gil, if you're still here and you're into Smokey and the Bandit, what is his name? He does Back to the Future stuff. Let me find it real quick. Eastbound down, loaded up and trucking. We gonna do what they say can't be done. Yeah, Rolling Bricks has a brick built version. The car itself looks really good. He uses these kind of wing pieces for the front, but you got to get it printed. It looks strange with the brick built like Firebird on the front of it. It's Fire Fabric. Firefabric. He does a lot of... He does 8 wides. Gil, if you're still here, you definitely like his stuff. He does 8 wides, but he's got an awesome Knight Rider, like kit from Knight Rider. He's got a couple really good Back to the Future builds. Like there's DeLorean. He's got a great Camaro. He does a really good Jeep. Marty McFly's like Toyota Helix. There, I think he did the Doc Brown's van too. Yeah, he did Doc Brown's van. He's a really talented builder. Fire Fabric. Firefabric. Definitely check him out. Nice. The reason you know all the Smokey stuff is because you grew up watching it. Great. Great. Good movie. Definitely a good movie. I remember watching it real young. I don't like the... I pretend that the second and third one don't exist. The only one that exists is the first one. I don't even really remember what the other two are about. I think maybe something to do with elephants or something, but I have not watched those very much. I remember not caring for them much when I was younger. So I just watched the first one over and over and over again. But it is a great movie. These cannot be the spare parts that I have for this. This is probably my least favorite thing about these so far, though, is the strange spare parts. I feel like I have spare parts that I should not have. Boom, 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 eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking. We gonna do what they say can't be done. We've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. Something watermelon and rock and bandit run. And Dumbardies, Montana. Something we gonna be late. I don't know all the lyrics. I can't remember them all. Scared German, you should check out Jerry Reed just as a guitar player. He's fantastic. So is Glenn Campbell. Is another guy that was real popular around that time. Need to build an alternate timeline DeLorean for a reference to Time Cruisers, a short-lived LEGO series. Yeah, I remember Time Cruisers. Yeah, they definitely do have some weird part allotments. These are the spares I've gotten so far. These are the spares, I think, unless I'm just missing a thing. But I looked these over specifically. I could not find where these went. This little section here is the spares that I've gotten so far. And I feel like the only spares I should have in this entire section are these two. Those should be my only spares. None of this other stuff. I don't know why they're here. And I'm scared that I missed something. The last one had some strange spare pieces too, though. But that does make me a little nervous, like I missed something. Which is impossible. I could not possibly miss anything. No way. Let me just go back and look real quick. No, because that's only 2 there. I don't know. That's really weird. Yeah. Yeah, not just the 1x1 stuff. Yeah. Rex, do you know Glenn Campbell and Jerry Reed, guitar player? Well, I guess they were both actors / guitar players. Whatever happened to that? You don't really have that much anymore. The actor / musician. There's a few, but I feel like that used to be more of a thing. We gonna do what they say can't be done. A little? Okay. Well, they both were fantastic guitar players who were in some of the best movies ever made. Glenn Campbell was the Wichita lineman. Was the song Rhinestone Cowboy and all that stuff. But he's I can't think of his name in True Grit, but he's the other guy in True Grit, the one that dies in the movie. Pretty sure he dies. Cash, Klein, some of the bigger names of the 50s. Yeah, you listen to mostly Cash, Johnny Cash, Patsy Cline, and some of the bigger names from the 50s. All right. I feel like Glenn Campbell would have been in there. I know I've seen performances with Glenn Campbell and Johnny Cash, like at like the Grand Ole Opry and stuff. I know that they've played together. There's a really good video at, I believe it's the Grand Ole Opry with where Glenn Campbell is playing "Gentle on My Mind," and he's got, I mean, Willie Nelson's there. Roy, what's his name? Roy Moore? Roy Clark? Roy Moore? I think Roy Clark. But anyway, look up "Gentle on My Mind" live at the Grand Ole Opry or something. His name doesn't come to mind immediately. It doesn't come immediately to mind with a lot of stuff that sticks in my head. I gotcha. Well, he's very talented. Very, very, very talented. Glenn Campbell. Great guitar player. But that performance of "Gentle on My Mind" is really good. And it's at the Grand Ole Opry if you ever want to watch it. It's on YouTube. Red Savine's Phantom 309 is stuck in your warm radio right now. Red Savine. I don't know that. That is not a song I'm familiar with. Red Savine 309. Huh. We'll listen to it. Smokey and the Bandit brings tears to your eye. Nice. Oh man, Rex, I've never heard that guy. Red Sovine or Sovin, however you say his name. That's fun though. It's like storytime music. It kind of reminds me of Arlo Guthrie, but not a hippie, obviously. Very much a straight line guy, but that's what it reminds me of. Arlo Guthrie. It reminds me of You Can Get Everything You Want at Alice's Restaurant. Reminds me of Alice's Restaurant. That kind of story song. Those are cool. You don't really hear those very much anymore. It's a different genre, but what's that song? Big Iron? Big Iron? Kind of like that. I can't think of the name the name of the guy that does Big Iron off the top of my head right now. But he did very very similar songs. He did what is that song called? I'm not going to remember it. Anyway, cool music. Very, very talky, story time sort of music. I like it. You don't really have a lot of storytime musicians these days. Whenever I get on a stream, I can't remember all the things that I know. So I'm forgetting the names, but it kind of reminds me of, oh yes, they call him the Streak, Boogity Boogity. Ray Stevens, I think his name is, Ray Stevens. He also did, the squirrel getting loose at the church. There's the, something revival where they're at a church service and a squirrel gets loose and starts climbing up people's legs, and they're like standing up because they're trying to get the squirrel out of their pants, but they think it's the spirit, the Holy Spirit, but it's really just a squirrel running up everybody's legs. Marty Robbins, yeah. I wanted to say Marty Robbins, but I was thinking Marty Stewart, and I thought I was wrong. Marty Stewart's the guitar player. I knew I should. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even trying to sound smart. I knew it was Marty Robbins, but I didn't want to say it. So I thought I was mixing him and Marty Stewart up. Yeah, the Mississippi Squirrel Revival. Yeah. Scared German, you would like... if you like Smokey and the Bandit and you like that of music. Pascalusa or something. What in the world? Okay, this goes here. At the church. Hey, do be do be do and hallelujah. So that goes there. Some of these instructions are a little hard to see for me, but that's probably more of a me issue. Probably less to do with them and more with me having bad eyesight. Again, who would know? Who knew the guy that needed glasses also has terrible eyesight? So strange. What a weird coinky dink. There. Along Came Jones in my head often, but mostly Billy Joel. I never really got much into Billy Joel. Stuff's okay. I don't dislike him. I just never really got much into him. I mean, I know a good amount of songs. They're all, obviously, he's a very talented, around forever. But I never really got into Billy Joel. Billy Joel has like super fans out there. I never really got there with that. His band was great, though. His backup band's fantastic. Or at least the backup band that he came up with. Oh, that's cool. I mentioned wanting to make the garage from Uptown Girl from my town that doesn't yet have a table, and the deviants in the Discord channel I have obsessed with the male dancers in the video, and I don't mean the backup singers. Yeah, I know the ones you're talking about. You're talking about like the friends, all his buddies that are walking around and singing the falsetto. Ooh, ooh. Good song. Be more obsessed. Personally, I'd be more obsessed with the Uptown Girl. Ooh. I need to stop singing on here because I'm a terrible singer. But I like music, but I'm a horrible singer. And then the problem is this is live and broadcasted out to the internet. So all y'all hear how bad of a singer I am. It's a lose-lose for me. Oh. I'd have to look up what you're talking about. I'm not sure. I'd have to look it up. You're not talking about his, like, buddies? You're talking about, like, some other background singers? Yeah, Christine Brinkley. Whew. Lego form will be tough. Yeah, it would be tough to build a Christine Brinkley out of Lego for sure. What in the world is that? Is that I've never seen that piece. I do think that's a Lego piece though, or a Lego original design. I think it's a friend's set or something. But that's kind of cool. I don't have it. It's like a little purse. Sing well, get copyright taken down. Sing badly, lose subscriber. It's a lose-lose. That's what I'm saying. I probably have lost subscribers over my singing. That's probably true. I tried to watch it live, but golly, he just kept singing. It was awful. Horrible. It's funny too, I was in choir like all 4 years of high school. It was my favorite class. I loved choir. It was mostly because it was fun. And in a group, I was okay, I guess. Probably a little bit better than individually. It's funny, I ran into my old choir teacher maybe a year or two ago at like Target. And I was like, yeah, your class was my favorite class. I loved your class. But I really appreciate, you having me in there. Because I was in the ensemble too. I was in the one you try out for. I was in like the better choir. And I was like, I don't know why you let me in. I was a horrible singer. And she was like, no, you're really good. So she was lying. Dirty, rotten liar. All right, what do we got? For anybody that's recently joined, we're building the LumiBricks Antique Shop. There's the camera right here. We're building this. If you got any questions about it, let me know, or any questions about anything. Let me know what those are. I'd love to chat and answer your questions. It's basically what I'm here for. Chatting and answering questions. Or you can ask Rex something. He knows all the things. Huh. So that goes there. Yeah, you mentioned streaming and all that stuff a minute ago with the bad internet connection. She's watching a very, very bad like Chinese drama. It's called like the something palace, like Jing Palace or something. And it's horrible show, but it's a lot of fun. Like just random wacky stuff happens. People keep on falling and hitting their heads on corners. It's happened like 3 times. They'll fall and hit their head on a corner and then they're dead. And it's like a period piece too. She likes those period piece kind of drama shows with the costumes and all that sort of stuff. That's what she's into. Oh, that's some good little printed parts. I'll show you. It's like a 2 pictures, portrait sort of pictures. One is a lady in a suit and the other one's like an old couple. I assume the older couple is the people running the shop, although none of the minifigs. Yeah, I don't know who they are because I don't see any of the minifigs here in the minifigs that come with the set, so I don't know. I don't know who they're supposed to represent. This part, I don't know if you can see. This piece right here is, yeah, you can probably kind of see it a little bit if I hit the light just right. It's all scratched up. Came out of the box that way. Pretty scratchy. Doesn't seem scratchy after it's already built, but something happened to that one right there. Although, at a glance, they're red. They're dark red. Doesn't seem to be as miscolored as Legos are often. Their dark red especially has like different color variations in it, which can be kind of annoying sometimes. Sometimes it's okay, but on some things you'd want the colors to match a little bit better. And sometimes it just doesn't. Hey, Brienne. Or Brienne, yeah, hey Brienne. I think Brienne, if I'm saying that right, I hope I am. Thanks for joining. Today I am building this antique shop. It's a FunWhole, formerly known as FunWhole, but now they're known as LumiBricks. It's a antique shop. It's pretty cool. I built another one of their sets couple weeks ago and I really liked it, and they offered to send this one and I didn't say no. I liked it a lot, and so far I'm liking this build, but I did like the record store a little bit more. I might have been interested more in that subject material too though, so that's not their fault. This is a very well built set so far. I like the design. From the pictures it looks awesome. Once it's finished it's going to look great, but I did have a little bit more fun with the building experience on the other one. But I think that was probably mostly to do with me being more interested in the kind of 90s record store aesthetic that one had going for it. So that's not really a fault of this set. It did have a lot more submodels at this point of the build. This one has a couple submodels, but really this huge... I'll show you. It's like giant. I'm trying not to. Yep, I'm just going to knock everything over when I try to show you one thing. This kind of giant bookcase display shelf thing has taken up a lot of space. So there hasn't really been any opportunities to build as many smaller builds. Mostly because so much of the build is taken up with that one bookshelf thing. Which was very well built, I will say that. It's well constructed. And it looks pretty good. But it is huge. And does take up a lot of room. Uptown squirrel. She been living in her uptown world. I probably shouldn't sing that. I do feel like Billy Joel is litigious. I feel like I've heard that. I've heard he's quite litigious. Try to sue little old me. But that's because he's jealous of my wonderful singing voice. Billy Joel just wishes he could sing like I can. Goes there. That smells good. My wife made a bacon wrapped chicken breast that I'm going to absolutely crush later. That's what I'll do. I'll change the lyrics. So instead of Uptown Girl, it's Uptown Squirrel, which is both hilarious and quite clever. You know? At least I think it's clever. But I could be wrong. Where's that go? That goes there. That goes there. Hopefully I'll be able to, looks like I am, but get rid of some of these wires. Kind of build them into the building a little bit more in a second. Looks like that'll be the case. I will say, as I looked at some other lighting kits over the last couple weeks, LumiBricks does a pretty good job of building these in as you go and actually providing good like pictures of exactly where the lights go, like even overhead. It takes up a couple more steps than you would ideally want it to, I think, but it does actually tell you where to put the pieces, so that is very much appreciated. So you're not really guessing. You're putting them exactly where they need to go. What am I doing? Okay, so I need this one. Problem with my garage plan is that the only green jumpsuit Lego is made for the mechanic stuntman is hidden side. Your garage plan. I have to look it up. Hidden. Oh, I know the set you're talking about. He's like on a bike or something. Uptown girl, she been living in an uptown world. El Fuego. El Fuego, is that the name of this mysterious stuntman? Oh, it's not even a set. It's like a little polybag sort of deal. Is that right? Not even a polybag, like one of those aluminum foil sets, maybe? The ones that come in like the books. 792004. Is that the set number? It looks like that character El Fuego is in a couple other hidden side sets, but he is a skeleton at that point. There is one, actually, he does come in JB's Ghost Lab, set 70418. It is a truly devious earworm. So El Fuego would have to be the that would be the, I see what you're saying. That would be the Billy Joel outfit, basically. And it's only available in the single set. It is definitely an earworm, though. That is for sure. Uptown girl. Yep. You done it. You done did it. Thanks a lot. I'll show y'all later when I'm working on, I want to do another live build for an upcoming video. I'm making another of a mock for a movie, but the issue I'm running into is a lack of Lego suits I could use for like a military sort of suit. That's on purpose. Lego doesn't make military things on intentionally, so it's kind of tough. The closest I've found is the Army Men, the Toy Story Army Men, but they're so green. And then the other set that I found that could work is a Captain America set where it's like a big mech. It's like a big mech from like Captain America 1 or something. I have both of those, but I don't have enough. I need one or two more. Ideally 2. But they don't make, I guess Lego just doesn't make enough green jumpsuits. That is for sure. For sure. They're going to be trying to bust Death, who I just finished building today. Skull, black hood, black cape, Bratty full holes, black clip. Clips holding black feathered wings, black and clear. Ghost lower body. I have the Toy Story Army Man as well. Yeah, I've only got 2 of them though, so I don't have as many as I need. And the outfit is okay, but it's too green. I need more of an olive green, or would ideally like more of an olive green. The Toy Story Army Men, they're like green. It looks like a toy. I want realism in my Lego army. Alright, so I need another one of these, and another one of these. And that's going to go there. And then this. And then this. Oh, y'all don't understand. That smells so good. She made a bacon wrapped chicken breast, and I think it just came out of the oven. It smells delicious. I think I'll set them up in the park I'm planning as a diorama or something. Also, Frank Honey riding a board backwards and Ellie laughing at him. Lego jokes that nobody would understand. Frank Honey. What is Frank Honey? Oh, that's like Lego City? Yeah, I wouldn't get it. I've only watched clips of the Lego City Underground thing. It looks okay. I didn't really watch it. I do know, what's his name? Duke Detain or something is a funny name. The Frank Honey guy, though, has a cool hairpiece. A very cool hairpiece. That hairpiece would actually, I'm looking for that same hairpiece for the mock that I'm working on. I need that bowl haircut for a character. I know I got one, but I gotta find it. Well, this piece goes here. She been living in her uptown world. Lego City Undercover is good. Nice. Yeah, I haven't seen it. It looks funny though. I've seen little clips. I just haven't watched like the Ninjago show or any of that stuff either. Listen, I'm into mature television shows, okay? I did like the Lego movies though. Those were really good. I even liked the Batman one. I thought it was pretty funny. I actually saw a video the other day on here on YouTube that was talking about how the Lego Batman was one of the best portrayals of Joker or something. It's kind of silly. Ooh, I don't want to pull that too much. Alright, so that's going to go there. Am I missing a tile? Or do I just not see it? Huh. It's frequently on sale. Oh, yeah. The game, I also did not play that game. I have played a couple Lego games. The most recent one I played was the Lego Star Wars Complete Saga or something. It was okay. It was okay. Yeah, wasn't it like it was like a Wii U game or something, I think. It's a little bit older, right? Not like that old, but a couple years, maybe 5, 7, 8 years, something like that. Oh no, I dropped something. Oh. Uptown squirrel. She been living in her uptown world. Thanks, Rex. I really appreciate you getting that song stuck in my head. Thanks so much. Wonderful. It's gonna be like 4 days of me singing Uptown Girl. Gonna drive my wife crazy. Alright, so let's do this part here. Times the 1053. Let's see how many parts are in the next bags. This might be the end of tonight's stream after this set of bags. I'm not sure yet though. We'll see. Ooh, some more printed pieces. Artwork. Initially Wii U, but they pulled the Nintendo stuff. Pulled the Nintendo stuff out for other platforms. I started playing it because Chase McCain is in LEGO Dimensions and he's broken. So I wanted to know more about the character. To chase out an earworm, listen to the whole song than something that isn't music. Huh. Might be a good idea. I'll have to do that afterwards. I'm in the middle of this little stream now. I'm kind of stuck. But that is a good idea. I don't know if I've ever heard that advice to get rid of an earworm song. Listen to the song itself and then listen to something that isn't music. That's an interesting approach. I might have to try it. So this is a printed piece. Artwork, furniture, antiques, and gifts. Their prints are really nice. Really good. The record store that I built had figure out where this part goes. Had really good prints on it. Really, really good prints. A lot of kind of like graffiti and stuff like that. It was very well done. So that's going to go like this. And that's going to connect right there. Okay, cool. Uptown squirrel. She been living in an uptown world. That's what I am, an uptown man. Scooby Dooby Dooby Doo, boom boom. Then this is going to go here, like this. They really did a good job of the electronics, incorporating the electronics into their sets. And I know that that is a big part of their kind of building experience, is having sets that light up. I know that that's important to them. They have done a good job of making it accessible. And not really very intuitive. Just don't think I'm really used to it yet, but they do a good job of building it into the set itself. And I'm hoping the light up for this one is just as that wow factor as the record store. I think it will. Definitely hopeful. Where's that little box? There it is. All right. There's that, and there is this little, oh, it has a separate switch. Huh. So the regular, there's another power switch on this little router box on top of the power switch of the main box. So I wonder if you can independently control the lighting. So there's a power switch here, there's a power switch on here. I assume this plugs into this, which is the main box, and then this one also has, oh, okay, so it wasn't a recharging thing. This USB cable is going to go in between these. Interesting. All right. So now where does this go? Oh, this kind of slides in. Huh. this little power box here, there's this little hole here that uses the 1x4 bricks with the groove in them. I'm going to use these rail pieces, and it looks like it just slides right in there. So that's how you kind of keep it out of the way and still be able to access it if you needed to. Huh. Push it in all the way though, I don't think. Do you? No, I don't think you do. Huh. I wonder if that's going to come back out. Oh, that's what, okay. So a couple steps from now, it's going to, I think, keep it in place a little bit better. At least that's what it looks like. All right. I'm just going to work on building this for a couple minutes here. Try to get a little bit more done, because I am building so slow. I'll have to crash soon as I have work in the morning, but will leave the stream open as I have internet. That's funny. You do what you got to do, Rex. That's funny. I, as you've noticed, do not have Infinternet. I have crappy internet. Redneck. I'm allowed to say redneck because I'm from the deep south. Let's see, that goes there. And then this is going to go here like this. Here like this. I might also, yeah, limit net. Yeah. I do liminternet. Liminternet. Yes, I definitely have liminternet. Very limited internet. It should be good. I mean, I lived in Atlanta for a while. It was around the same price. It's not any cheaper where I'm at, but the service is definitely not better or on par. Technically, it's the same company as the Atlanta, is the company I was on in Atlanta. It's just the quality down here is horrible. Same company though. So this is gonna go here. This is a tall first floor, dude. This is a ridiculously tall first floor. Feels wrong. It feels like Belleville scale. It doesn't feel like a minifig scale. It's huge. Well, it looks nice on the inside though. Maybe a little bit bare right now, but I think there'll probably end up being some more submodels and stuff that go down there. Hopefully. Hopefully there will be. Ooh, more printed parts. Oh, very cool. You know what I need to do in order to fill up dead space is I need to have an AI read some sort of story. Every visit is a journey through the good old days. Isn't that true? Isn't that nice and true? So I'm basically done with the first floor from the looks of it. Still have a strange collection of spare parts. Very odd collection of extra pieces. I don't think I missed anything. Strange extra parts. So this bar, well, tube, this 1x2 rail, and this 1x2 panel are my extra pieces for this bag. Oh, and a 1x1 slip tile, G-slip, which I'm used to. That I should have as a spare. Some of these others I should not. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to I'm going to take myself off of the camera for a little bit and just have the build, because I'm still going to work on this, but I'm going to take myself off the camera for a minute. Hopefully y'all are okay with that for a little bit. And I'm still here. If you need anything, just let me know. I'll still be here. See my crappy duct tape setup I have this going for. All right, there. So I'm just going to be building. Okay, so I'm just going to be building here. If you need anything, let me know, but I'm gonna get off camera personally for a couple minutes. And I'm going to grab something to drink real quick. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I'm going to keep on working on this. I'm going to take myself off of, or I'll be on camera for a second, and then I'm going to get off. I'm going to take myself off of camera for a minute and just focus on building this. So if you have any questions or anything, let me know in the chat, but I'm just going to focus on building for a while because I've got to get this finished and out of the way so I can work on some other stuff. It's taking me too long to build this, so I'm going to focus on building this. If you need anything, just let me know. I'll be happy to answer any questions you got. Bye. octagonal. Heck is wrong with me? Octagonal. I know that word. I'm so disappointed in myself. Oh, man. This drives me crazy if I'm watching like a YouTube video and somebody says a word incorrectly. I judge them so harshly. But now, it's happened to me. I shall be the one that is judged. And it doesn't feel good. Octagonal. I'm gonna tell my wife later how dumb I am. Yeah, I said octagonal like an idiot. She's gonna make fun of me so much. I guess this would be a good resource for anybody looking to build a LumiBricks set without being able to access the instructions online. Although I think you can. They have a QR code on the booklets. But I guess you're meant to scan for the instructions. Where is it? Right over there. So maybe they're on the website too. I'm sure they are. But I definitely prefer the bookleted instructions over purely PDFs online. Where does this go? Oh. This. I do like this color, this kind of bright light yellow. I know it's a Lego color too, but they don't use it very often. You know, they've been doing more with it, but it's a good color. They do. LumiBricks does have an exclusive color that I've noticed, not on this set, but on the. One second, I think I might have missed a. Did I miss something? No, I didn't. Okay. On the record store, there is a shade of gray that is in between dark bluish gray and light bluish gray. It's like a medium bluish gray, and it is a great color. Lego should totally make it. It would be super useful. They should totally do that. I don't know why they don't have an in-between for grays. There's only basically two grays. I know they've released a couple over the years, kind of in-betweens, but they should do that more often. That would add a lot more interest in variants, especially like Star Wars vehicles, which I love building, but like, I mean, they're just gray. That's basically it, just a lot of gray. So having a little bit more variety in there would be much appreciated. Alright, so this is going to now connect to this here. Like this. It's always interesting to see on modulars how people build the second floor and the third floor and above that. It's probably one of the toughest parts of the whole process when you're building the modular, because I've designed a couple, and once you go up to that second floor, you really gotta figure out how you want to make it to where it's sturdy enough, but also not too thick. Move some of these parts out of the way and build on the table. I've done something wrong. What did I do? Tell you one thing I definitely need to get better about is scheduling these live streams and sticking to a schedule. It's really tough. I wouldn't think that. I'm not complaining or anything, but it is hard. Anybody there in the chat? Is anybody there in the chat? In the chat. In the chatty chat. Anybody else built any of the LumiBricks sets before? Or gotten into any of the off-brand building blocks? This is only my second experience with them, and so far it's been really good. The bricks feel like a nice quality. They stick pretty good. They're a little bit squishier than the Lego sets. Like the Lego bricks, they don't like click into place quite the same. They don't have that they kind of mush. Not like they break or anything like that, but they kind of mush into place. I don't know how to describe it a little bit better, but mush is the word I'm going with. Where Lego bricks, they click. These don't really, some of them do, but most of them just kind of go into place. They stay. They're not falling out or nothing, but they definitely don't have that click to them. Ooh, that one clicked. That's what I like to hear. Alright, so I'm going to need to open up bag number 2 of the electronics. Ooh, a chipboard. Ooh, that's fancy. Look at that fancy thing. Wow. Get that out of the way so I don't break it. Alright, so I need... that was the only one really in here. I'm going to keep saying it. It's, maybe you weren't here earlier. But the... LumiBricks has done a really good job, in my opinion, of making the electronics built in as you go. So you're building the electronics, the lighting system in as you build, which is much appreciated. And they're also good about showing you exactly where the parts go. Like here, it's built into the instructions. Almost, I mean, the instructions look a lot like a Lego set would, but obviously they look a lot like a Lego set would. But they have a lot of pictures showing you exactly where to put the electronic pieces. And also they do this, like this is a part that I dropped that's specially designed for the electronics right here. So it has these kind of divots and channels cut into it, so it doesn't get in the way of the wires. So you're not just mushing the wires underneath bricks or anything. They actually have the space to do it. Same with the bricks here. They have channels cut into them, which is pretty cool. Definitely a fan of that. And here's one of their channeled tiles, so you can actually put it on there without it mashing any of the pieces down. Pretty cool. Good thinking, good ideas. They're pretty smart over there at that LumiBricks company. I've been liking their stuff. I've built this and the skate shop so far, and or not skate shop, sorry, the record store. And so far I've been very impressed with the parts. With the sets too. I do want to build that skate shop, but that one I think I might try to grab next. Oh, that's tan. Some sort of maybe security camera or something. Not sure. That's what it looks like. No, it's not a security camera. It's a projector. Which I should have put the wheels on after this piece, but I didn't, because I'm dumb. Real, real dumb. It's going to go there. Then that's going to go there. That's going to go there. There's some sort of light up screen or something in here. That'd be kind of cool. The record store had a really cool TV build that was lit up. It was playing like a old scary like werewolf movie or something. And here's another one of their reds. They're red on this set. I didn't notice it on the record store, but on this set, they're red, blue, and green are a little bit not as saturated as I would like them to be. They're a little pale. Hey, Scared German. I turned off the face cam for a minute, just so I could focus on building. But I'm still here. Plus, y'all don't want to see my ugly mug anyway. But their reds, their blues, and their greens are not quite as saturated as I would like them. It doesn't. You can't really tell, I don't think, in the camera. Let me see if I have a red Lego piece that I can show you. Ow. Ooh, that hurt. It does scrape my toe. Hold on. Let me see. I don't think you can really tell, but it's just like not quite as vibrant as you'd want that color to be. It's not far off, but it is like a little less vibrant. I didn't notice that on the record store, but I've noticed it on this set. And it's not horrible. Again, it's different. Maybe it's what they were going for. It is an antique store, so maybe they were going for more of a kind of washed out look. There are a lot of like kind of more natural colors in this set, I would say. So maybe that's what they were going for. But personally, I would like them to be a little bit more saturated, in my opinion. Anyway, what you doing, Scared German? You still, what you working on? Watching Smokey and the Bandit. What set had a lot of Goombas? There was, I'll tell you the set number. Give me 1 second. I think it was just called Cat Goombas or something. Cat Goombas is the name of the set. It has 2 Cat Goombas and comes with 4 of the white snot bricks that you're looking for. The set number is 71413. What set had a lot of Goombas? Not Cat Goombas? Regular Goombas? I don't know. Let's see. Oh, there was a set with Goomba's Playground. Does that have that part though? Oh, it does. It has 6 of them. And it's $20 exactly. On Amazon at least. Or no, sorry, it's $15 on lego.com, so I'm sure you could find it in a store. It has 6 of those parts in dark bluish gray. Comes with 3 Goombas, a lot of other pieces too, but it's $15 on lego.com. Set number 71433. 71433. You're on the floor asleep. All right. That's one way to, or one place to go to bed. Yeah, I do wish they had, I didn't notice it on the last set, but they are a little, they're mushy. They're not as clicky. They're kind of mushy. I would prefer a little bit more of a, it's not even like a snap, more of a snap to it. Try to get it to, yeah, it doesn't click quite as much as I would like. Or as at least what I'm used to. Just kind of mushy. I don't know. I don't hate it. It's just not quite as satisfying. Hopefully it's still secure though, I'm sure it is. I don't think it's going to be coming apart by itself or anything like that, but I would like more of a click. Ooh, that one kind of did it. Let's see. Nope, still kind of mushy. That part clicked, but it's a ball joint, so that's only fair. I feel just like their tolerances are a little off or something. Those parts are kind of clicking. That feels better. That one's a little mushy. Click. 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 That's what I want. I want that click feel. These are not going to do it. These are going to be mush. 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 Yeah, it's hard to describe. Probably hard to really tell what I'm talking about, but it just feels a little mushy. It doesn't click quite the same. It feels like the studs are a little too, maybe the studs are a little too big or something. This feels a little different. My mom and me went to the hospital for my thumb, and when they were pulling the lint out, my mom put an x-ray in my face with my thumb. I was pulling the pin out. Oh, did you break your thumb? That stinks. I've broken just about all my fingers and all my toes over the years. I used to do Taekwondo for a long time. And breaking toes and fingers definitely stinks. Definitely not a fun experience. I'm sorry if that's what happened to you. Yep. Is that your first broken bone? Is your finger? Yeah. Try to avoid breaking bones if you can. This is the most obvious life advice ever. Don't break bones. It's not fun. I broke a bunch. Or a good amount. Broke my ankle. Broke my nose. Fingers a bunch of times. I guess I haven't broken that many. Just my fingers and my toes like multiple times. Now you got me cracking my fingers because I'm thinking about it. That stinks. How'd you break it? Doing something dumb? Doing something kind of goofy? And you might have broken it again yesterday. Oh, dude, I'm sorry. What were you doing? Like, how'd you break it? missing something. Definitely missing something. Okay, that's what I missed. Flopping around in my scooter crash. Ooh, that's rough, dude. I'm sorry, man. Flopping around on your bed, broke it again? That stinks. And it broke it in 2021. Same finger? Or same thumb? Yeah, I've heard once you break a bone once, you're likely to, or more likely to break it again, basically. Scooter crash. Sounds pretty bad though, dude. Pretty gnarly. You have bone deficiency. I gotcha. With them brittle bones. It's okay though, everybody's got their thing. Sorry, you gotta deal with that though. That stinks. Sorry, man. Same thumb. Yeah, that sucks. Ah. Oh, I built that wrong. That needs to go up one stud. Needs to go there. Okay. What in the world? Okay, so turn this, and then this goes here. Like this. I'll jump back on the camera in a little bit. So I need one of these, and one of these, and one of these. I used to take meds forever since mom passed. I haven't been taking them because I live in W houses. What's a W house? Oh, two. I live in two houses. I gotcha. I'm sorry your mom passed. That's terrible. Sorry, man. She passed away recently? If that's my business. If not, that's okay. You don't have to tell me. I'm sorry you're going through that, or went through that. Both my parents are still around, so I have not experienced that. That's rough, dude. Cancer. Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. Last November. Still pretty recent, dude. I'm sorry to hear that. got the lighting running throughout this building on this one. So 2 is going this way, 1 is going this way, and then I'm going to put this piece on top of that like that. I have a lot of flour set in memory of mine. That's awesome. That's good you have some to remember, like that little memorial. Did you used to build together with her? Did y'all like build sets and stuff together? Was she also a Lego person? Gotcha. You like the botanicals? I've got a couple of those sets. I don't have a lot of them though, but they seem pretty fun. They're good parts, good part packs. You know what? I did that wrong. That goes underneath. Like this. Like this. And then like this. And then like this. Yeah, they're the pieces that have the little channels built into them are pretty cool. Pretty ingenious. Good thinking on their part. Yeah, but she never got any for herself. Oh, she just bought them for you. That's funny. That's what parents are for, buying Legos for the kids. Kind of bored with the botanicals. They seem kind of repetitive as far as like the sets themselves. Like they can be a little repetitive. I've only built 2 of the botanical sets. I've gotten a couple, but they were mostly for parts and stuff. Like I said, they are good parts packs. Oh, there is. There's going to be some sort of little mini screen or something in here. It's kind of cool. The bamboo one. The bamboo one has some good pieces. I really wish I got that. I think it's gone now. I don't think it's around. It might still be around. Maybe I'm wrong. But the bonsai set. I wish I got that set. That set looks really awesome, and I have not picked it up. What an odd selection of spare parts. I feel like I've done something very wrong. Why do I have a spare? Okay, so there's one piece I missed. Again, I am dumb, so I do miss parts every once in a while. But why do I have a spare one of these? A spare? That can't be right. It's not right. This goes here. Haha. Okay. Okay. Now what about these others? Okay. These go here. Those have basically only been used on the edge there, so I think those are right. You see that girl? Watch that. I have the bonsai. I get money from the flea market. Oh, cool. Do you sell at the flea market? We've got a good flea market down here. What an odd selection of spare parts again. Right there. Kind of weird. Well, I wonder what this is. Does this say stud reverse? It is. It's a stud reversal 1x1 anti-stud to anti-stud connection right there. It's kind of cool. Kind of a cool part. Alright, let me find bags number 6. I'm not sure if I'm going to build these or not. Not tonight. Maybe. That's number 6. I have the 1x4 tile dome. I have some snot pieces, and I have that for my doorway in Lego. Cool. How much more is left in this book? It's another 50 steps, basically. Cool. That will finish off. I'm just looking ahead. That will finish off this wall, basically all the walls of this this floor. I'd have to see your city update short. I'll check it out. If it's up on your channel, I'll check it out after I'm done here. Done building for tonight. I will definitely check it out. And I guess I am building this because I'm opening the bags. So I guess I'm going to go ahead and do bags the bags for number 6, which still won't finish off this first book. I'll still have a whole nother set of bags after this book, or after these, in order to finish up book 1, or 2 books. But this is going to be the last bit I do tonight. Probably all the ASMR people's favorite bit was that right there. All the clicks, the clickety clacks, the noises. Alright, so let's get the glass pieces out of the way. And then we're gonna build this thing. And then we're gonna build this thing. I will. Scared German, I'll comment. I gotta look at it. I'm sure it's pretty cool. Ooh, speaking of cool, that's a cool print right there. That's pretty neat. I dig that. I like that a lot. Looks like the Beauty and the Beast. That's a cool piece. Vintage lamp. So I assume I'm going to be building a lamp pretty soon in this, somewhere in this section. Ooh, another print. Upright piano. I'm going to build an upright piano. I'm going to say, I have not built this one yet, but I did build a pretty cool upright piano. It's on the channel if anybody wants to check it out. Oh, and that's what I'm building right now, is an upright piano. Oh, okay. So we're going to compare this to my own upright piano. I'm going to be a little biased because I built my own upright piano. I am, of course, going to probably prefer it, but I'm curious what they do. Curious how theirs turns out. Bye, Scared German. Thanks for stopping by, dude. I appreciate you. I'll check out the city. I'll check out the short after I'm done streaming tonight. I'll check it out. Thank you for stopping by, though. I really appreciate it. That's what this is. Okay. So here's the keyboard itself they have in the separate packaging. Oh, there's another cool print. I wonder if this goes... Yeah, it does. This would have been very helpful for my own piano, because I ended up doing a kind of brick-built solution, because if you look at a lot of... like vintage, I won't text, but I will watch. Cool. Well, I appreciate you being here. If you look at a lot of like vintage upright pianos, they have these cool, a lot of them have these cool like scroll designs on the pianos themselves. And I wanted to replicate that on the mock, but I mean, obviously I'm not making that out of Lego at this scale. It's not happening. So I did something a little different, something I think looks pretty cool. I'll show you in a minute, but this would have been a helpful piece to have when I designed it. After I'm done building this piano in this little set, I'm going to get my mock over and we'll compare them. We'll look at them side by side. And if you say that you prefer theirs over mine, I'll know that you're a dirty, rotten liar. I'll know that you're lying. So that goes there. That goes there. Theirs is a little smaller than mine. Mine's pretty big. For a minifig scale piano, mine is probably a little bit too large. This is a better size for sure. I built it for Rolf, for the Rolf minifig. I saw a glass piano in an ad. That's pretty cool. Very fancy. There was a so I worked in a guitar, well, it was a music store, but it was more of a modern music store. They didn't really sell like upright pianos, but there was a piano shop right up the road from us, and they had really cool instruments in there. Lots of fancy stuff. I never saw a glass one, but they had some fancy pianos. There's the piano. Yep, that's it. That's their piano build now. I'm gonna grab my own real quick and we'll look at them next to each other. One of them. Oop. Had a little accident. Let me get some pieces. Oh my. I've just got them in this bag next to me. Probably not the most efficient place to store this. But let's look at some Lego pianos. Alright, so here is... One second. Let me just fix this one real quick. Alright, so I guess I've actually built 3 or 4 pianos. There's baby grand pianos too that I built. Those are on the channel if you want to check those out. They're also on my Rebrickable page and the Patreon, so y'all can definitely check those out if you wanted. But this is their piano. This is their minifig for scale. Lego minifigs are very similar sizes, so keep that in mind. This is definitely more of the proper scale. This is my own upright piano design. It's definitely a little bigger, but I think I like mine better. Not that this is bad. This is pretty good. And I forgot to put a part on here too, which will probably help it look a little bit better. I kind of prefer my own, but I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Everybody likes the stuff they do, hopefully. So here's my own version. You can see what I was talking about with the kind of scrolly vintage design on this one. They have a printed tile for this. LEGO didn't have anything kind of equivalent, so I used kind of ingots to make a little design on it. This is like an old-timey Western style piano. I also made a more kind of modern upright piano with a closable lid. And then this is part of an organ. You can find pictures of the full organ on my Instagram and Rebrickable pages too, but this is part of like a huge, big, or like pipe organ sort of set. So, or not set, but mock that I made. I think theirs is pretty good. It definitely is scaled better, but I like the detail that I got on these. I think it looks pretty sick. Pretty good, I think, personally. I don't mean to toot my own horn, but these are some of my favorite little builds that I've done. Here, I'll show you the baby grand too. We've got one that's not in as many pieces as the other one. So I've got two of these. One of them is white and the other one is black. The black one is probably, you know, definitely. I think I like the black one better. I built this white one as like a kind of like Liberace piano almost, or Elton John piano. I think the black is obviously the black one is like the color of a baby grand piano, you know, that's just what they are. But the white one looks pretty good too. The lid opens and closes and everything. It has a little kickstand, but yeah. I think theirs is pretty good. I just prefer my own. But theirs does scale a lot better. Can I make a Fiat Uno next stream? I'm not familiar. I know Fiat. I'm not sure about the Uno. And probably, well, that's kind of cool. Like a golf, basically. Looks a lot like a golf. I've made a couple golfs. You can check that on the Rebrickable page. I wouldn't mind building one of these in the future. Just remind me, but it's not going to be next stream. I've got a lot of projects up in the air that I'm working on right now, and I got to finish those just to keep up with the YouTube and everything, with uploading schedule. But that is a really good idea. I do like that idea, and I'm definitely willing to build it. Just probably not going to be in the next stream. Your piano is better. Thank you. I think I already read that, but thank you. I agree, but theirs is also pretty good. It's a hatchback. Yes. It looks like a Golf almost. If you know the car I'm talking about. Volkswagen Golf. That's the wrong one. Looking for a 1x2 wedge slope that says something on it. It's a printed piece. Where are you? It's not this one. There it is. I think. Yeah, Vitascope. Okay. There you go. Let's put that there. first floor of this building is huge. I'm building this. This is the stairwell of that, but that first floor of this building is like 2 floors high. It's huge. Ridiculous. Oh, that's silly. It's a rope. Oh. That's the chair, I swear. That's funny. A little rope built in here to keep people away from the items. That's thoughtful. Tiles with the groove underneath a little bit better. LEGO's kind of inconsistent about which ones they're doing, which ones they're putting out tiles without grooves. At least this piece here, this 1x4 modified plate. Sometimes you'll have them with a groove underneath, sometimes you won't. But they're tough to remove without the groove. Hey, I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. To remove without the groove. So that's going to be there. Try to put this more in the middle so y'all can see what I'm building. This and this. The chair is going crazy right now. It's just a squeaking and a squeaking. A squeaking and a squeaking. Alright, so this one's going to go here. Again, they have these channeled bricks for the lighting, which is awesome. Really cool, really thoughtful, really good idea. So this is going to run all the way through, and then kink in the wire right there. Connect that plate. Connect that plate there. Build some windows. This is a good size window, by the way. I wish I had more of these. I don't have but maybe 3 or 4 of these. Size these 1x3x3 windows. I don't have but a couple of them in the LEGO sets. This is a good size window. I get stuck where I just use those 1x2x2s and 1x2x3s way too frequently. Could use some more sizes just to have a little bit more variety. this other one go? Oh. It doesn't. So, build some more windows. Ooh, that's kind of cool. That's a translucent green old coconut tree piece. I bet that's supposed to be like a vase or a lamp or something. Yeah, it says vintage lamp on one of these printed pieces. That's kind of a cool part. A old style coconut tree piece that's translucent green. That's a cool piece. That's neat. There, and then that's going to go there. Some of the parts are clicking a little bit better, but earlier there was definitely, well, I'm still feeling it. I don't think it's going to be remedied, but there's a lot of, golly, this chair is noisy. A lot of the parts are not clicky, they're kind of mushy. These parts are clicking okay. Yeah, those parts are clicking, but a lot of these are mushy pieces. Am I blind or dumb? Probably a little bit of both. Okay, so this is going to go here, and then this is going to go here, and then this is going to attach underneath here. Cool, so this whole floor is going to have some lighting features to it. That's kind of cool. It's going to look pretty neat once it's all lit up, for sure. Alright, let's put that there. Where's this go? Out here. Alright. That's going to go there. That's going to go right there. And there. All right. Oh, okay. Skipped a page. I skipped a whole page. There, there. Connecting this wire underneath here. All right. Now let's build a wall. Let's build a Lego wall. A wall for this Lego set. Oh no! Oh. Let's put this piece here. Get another one of these. And then I'm going to get one of this piece. That. Where'd that 1x3 go? I just saw it. Ah, I just had it. There it is. realize how late it was. Yeah, I'm gonna finish up this bag and then I'm gonna be done for tonight. That's what happens when you're just having so much fun building Lego. Time just flies by. Put that there. Ah. I did not realize how late it was. So if anybody's still here, y'all are some real ones, dude. I'm going to turn my camera back on for a little bit. I'm going to finish up this last part. Hello. I'm glad, if anybody's still here, I'm glad you're here. It's late though. It's super late. I really did not realize what time it was. I'm going to finish up this last couple steps, finish up this bag here, these bricks, and then call it a night. This has been a good set so far. Well built. I like some of the little sub models. It's hard to gauge against that vinyl store, the record store set. That set was awesome. Awesome set. So this one I like, but I like the other one better. I'm not trying not to judge this one too harshly, you know. So I really like that record store set. That set was awesome. I think this one's going to look really good once it's all put together. But as far as like the building experience, I had a lot of fun with that last one. I'm having a moderate amount of fun with this one. Not as much. A moderate, very tame amount of fun. That's going to be one of these. There. There's the bar. There it is. So there's that bar piece. Then we're going to use our little coconut tree piece there. Then we're going to put this there. And we're going to put this. Top it all off with that. And finally, finish it off with this piece. Cool build. cool lamp. It's kind of cool. It's not lit up though from the looks of it. Since they focus so much on lighting, that would be cool to have that piece have the possibility of lighting up. That would be kind of neat. I'm not finished with the whole set, so I'm not sure if it does or not. That seems kind of like a missed opportunity, just a little bit. So this is going to go here. The wall is kind of plain. So the walls are kind of plain in here. There. Those pieces there, and then that on top like that. All right. So this is the second floor of the build. Almost done. I have a couple more things to do on here. Trying to decide if I want to finish it up. Let me grab the 7 bags. Let me see. These are the bags that are left for bag number 7, or for, I don't know, step number 7, whatever you want to call it. Anybody there in the chat, if you are, if you want to finish this up, speak now or forever hold your peace. If nobody's there in the chat, I'm probably going to cut out. But if anybody's there, if you just want to say something real quick, let me know. But I will be right back. All right. I'm going to call it a night. I'm tired. Thank you everybody for being here. I really appreciate y'all. Let me switch over to the other camera. All right. Thank you everybody for being here. I really appreciate you. I'm going to stream this. It's so blurry. I'm going to stream this tomorrow also and finish up. Hopefully finish the whole building tomorrow. That would be awesome. Trying to decide if I want to finish this because I might finish it tonight anyway. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn off the camera, my camera, and I'm just going to build. And I'm going to be pretty quiet. If anybody has any questions or anything, let me know. But I'm going to finish up this book. Ugh. Ugh. Up way too late. Oh my. Ooh, that's complicated looking step. Look at this. This is what we're going to be working on now. Ooh. Look at that. All that gray. Oh, that's going to be... That's a crazy looking build. I wonder what that is. Oh, that's cool. Little gray wing. Oh, cool. Some gray shell. That's what they call NPU, a nice part usage. That's gonna, I assume, be part of, same with these wings, be part of some sort of like stone design, decor design on the building. Kind of cool. Nice part usage. So that goes there. I'm gonna put this out of the way while I build this gray monstrosity that they're having me do now. Try to build this in the middle so y'all can see it as it comes together. Oh, that ain't the right piece. That ain't the right piece at all. There's a gray. Nope. Oh. Nope, that's not it. That ain't it. And this one goes there. Where in the world? Need a gray 1x1 modified brick with a stud on the side. There's one. Haha! Thought you could hide from me forever. You were wrong. You were so wrong. I do feel like the record store was a more exciting build. Maybe it's just because this is an antique shop, or meant to be an antique shop, and so it's kind of got that, what's the word I'm looking for? That, it's not pastiche. It's kind of got that vibe of being an antique store, so naturally you're a little, maybe a little bored. It's not as exciting a build as the last set. I'll say that. It's not bad. It's well built. I like the design from the pictures on the box. I think it's going to look fantastic once it's done. But kind of build process experience wise, I think the last one was a better set in my opinion, so far at least. That could all change in an instant, but I kind of doubt it. I'm pretty far into this. Probably about, I guess, maybe a little bit more than halfway through the whole build. I think it's fair to start judging it. Again, I don't think it's bad. I just think that the record store is better. At least was a funner build experience for me. Design wise though, again, it looks fantastic on the box. I'm sure it's going to look killer once it's all done. But the other one I felt like wasn't quite as monotonous as this one. Monotonous might be the wrong word. That kind of has a negative connotation. It's definitely not monotonous, but it is a lot more muted colors. Maybe it's the other one had a lot more kind of excitement to it, a little bit more color might have helped. This is very gray. Very gray. This in particular, this seems like some sort of wall thing, but this feels like a mock. This definitely feels like a mock, which is not a bad thing. But it doesn't feel like how I'm used to Lego sets feeling. told y'all earlier, my wife is watching like a Chinese drama, some period piece. They're in a castle. Let me make sure these are all measured correctly real quick. She's watching a Chinese drama period piece. They're all in a castle. It's like Zing Palace or something like that. And she's got the volume up, and it's in a language I don't speak, so I just hear almost random noises coming from the other room. It's kind of funny. I don't know what in the world they're saying out there. Alright, so that's going to go there. Ooh, that's a lot of gray. A lot of stonework. Alright, and then that's going to connect onto this building here. Alright, like this. Yep. Ah! Oh gosh. Ooh. That was almost a complete disaster. Oh, that would have been so bad. Oh, that would have been so bad. Okay, so it's a cool look. It's a cool design. It's just kind of maybe I've been building too long today. Kind of monotonous to do. Again, monotonous is a harsh word. That's not really the word I'm looking for. Daunting? Daunting sounds harsh too. I need a softer word. Because it's not bad. It's just a lot. There. Back to the gray. Almost. Yep, back to the gray. More gray. More gray. Lots and lots of gray. They're pretty good with their color blocking and blocking off the... Hey, Lego car lover. What's up, man? Or lady, or whatever you like cars, that's cool. Hey, you're also a Lego YouTuber. Awesome. So they're really good about, I don't know if you've ever, I'm building the LumiBricks Antique Shop. Not a car. Large, very large building. I'm about here. So I've still got this to do. But I'm here. And I'm liking it so far. But their whole thing is their light up sets. Their sets actually light up. Man, okay, cool. I'm gonna call you dude, man, whatever you want. Buddy, pal, friendo, something along those lines. But LumiBricks' whole thing is doing cool. Thank you, Lego car lover. I got lots of car builds, so I'm sure you'll find lots of stuff that you like. But LumiBricks do light up bricks. It's kind of their thing, having the lighting go throughout the set. You can see there's light there, light there. The first floor has a lot of lighting built in it too, but they do a really good job of blocking off the lighting so you wouldn't even notice it from the outside. That right there, actually wire runs into it. I assume there's going to be something to cover this up, or it's going to be on the side or something so you wouldn't even notice. But really cool sets. I really like them so far. Really enjoying them. I'm going to keep building this, building all this gray that they got here. I'm building the top of the second floor, which is a lot of, it looks good detail-wise, but it is a lot of gray. I assume you build cars. Is that fair to say, Lego car lover? What sort of cars do you build? What's your best mock? Or do you build just the official sets? What do you make? What sort of stuff do you make? All cool. It's a very broad answer. Is there a mock or something on your channel that I could check out later after I'm done with this that you think I'd like? How'd you find the channel, by the way? Speed Champions, anything? I love them Speed Champions. What scale do you build in? Do you build in 6 stud, 8 stud, 10 stud? You like the Technic sets? I have many mocks of McLaren and Ferrari. Cool. I got a lot of Ferraris and a couple McLarens, but a lot of Ferraris. Here, I'll show you. So I primarily build in 6 stud wide. Huh. See that? Huh. Interesting. I'm going to save that one for later. I don't know if I need that one in particular for something. Interesting. But I built a lot of Ferraris. Built got a 6 stud wide, 12 Ferraris. That's pretty cool, man. Not to boast, I think I got you beat. I think I've got 19 or 18. Awesome. 80 Speed Champions. You might got me beat there. But built a lot of Ferraris last year. I was doing them like 6 stud to 6 stud at the front, 7 stud wide at the back. This is the F40. I think this one looks pretty cool. Then where's another one? Yeah, I got a whole pile of them right here, but let me find one that I like. Or that I want to show you. This is a SF90 Spider. 6 stud at the front, 7 studs at the back. So I made a whole bunch of them. 2 F8s, that's awesome. I made an F8 Tributo too. It was actually the first Speed Champions car I got was the F8 Tributo. But I made a smaller 6 stud to 7 stud version as well. Kind of more of a city scale. I like the 8 stud wides, but I like the smaller scale just because they fit better in like cities. Where I buy, I don't buy them. I design them myself. So you can. I do sell the instructions on my Patreon. There should be a link in the description, and they're also on Rebrickable if you want to check them out. But I like to design them myself. Done a whole bunch of cars. So this is the gray wall that I'm building on this one. I'm gonna keep on working on it. Do you build mocks or do you just build like sets and stuff? I've got to be the only Lego stream going right now. It's late. Probably not a lot of competition right now. Both cool. Very cool. Were there I started 8 days ago. Awesome. Are you having fun? Where is the part that I need? Where is the part that I need? Where is the part that I need? I found it right here. So that's going to go there. Do I have the original Chiron? I don't have the original, but I do have this. I'll show you. So I missed the Chiron when it came out. I wasn't playing with Lego. I wasn't playing with Lego at the time. I did, however, make my own version. So I built the original, but then I made some updates to it. There's a video on my channel of how to build this this version. So this is like a mock. There's a couple of things that are shared between this and the original set, like really just the rear, but everything else is all new. I really like this one a lot. Check it out on my channel. There's a full tutorial of how to build it if you're into Chiron, into the Bugatti Chiron. Check it out. I think it turned out really good. There's also some better photos of it because me doing this probably isn't the best quality audio or visual reference to it. There's some good photos of it too. You got yours at the local Bricks and Minifigs full set for $40 and it's worth $150. Awesome. Very cool. We don't have a local Bricks and Minifigs where I'm at. There's one not too far away, but definitely not local. I'm a little out of the way. So have you made any like videos and stuff yet for your channel? So you just started 8 days ago. It's pretty recent. Have you made any videos or tutorials or anything like that? I got the Jaguar for $10 and 2 Mercedes for $10 too. Nice. That's a pretty good deal, man. I might have to make the trip to the Bricks and Minifigs, a couple hours away, but that's a pretty good deal. Best deal I've gotten was the Ferrari Ferrari pit? It's not pit stop. Just shorts. I'm kind of grounded, so once I get ungrounded. Nice. It's funny. The best deal I've gotten was the Ferrari Speed Champion set. I've got one. This is probably the only. I think this is the only like official set that I still have put together. But this one isn't even actually from the set that I'm talking about. Well, it is, but this car is not. This is another. I bought this car separately. It's the Speed Champions set. It comes with 3 different Ferraris in it. It's like Ferrari Raceway or something. But I found the full set for like $25, and just these mudguards here. These mudguards are $50 each on Bricklink. It's ridiculous. These red short mudguards, absolutely ridiculous. So I found it for $25 on Facebook Marketplace. So I snatched that up, and then I went to Atlanta BrickCon and was talking to a guy. I helped out with the new Hashima. I built some cars for it this year, and one of the guys there ran a Bricklink shop and was willing to sell me this car for these mudguards because it was talking about, you know, overpriced Lego parts, and he was willing to sell me this for a really good deal. Awesome deal. His name is Skitsbricks, KITZ Bricks. I think it's BRICKS. It might be BRIX. He's on Bricklink, but really great seller. Awesome experience with that. He gave me a killer deal on this. I couldn't tell him no. I should have, because I barely had the money. But it was a great deal. Great deal on it. But that's my best Lego deal I've gotten so far. Where am I? So I've got this. Got that. Give me 1 second. I see you put a comment. I'll read it in 1 second. I'm just going to finish this little step I'm on. At the Bricks and Minifigs, they have a section for $10 and under cars, but some are sold in pairs for $10. That's awesome. Yeah, I really need to go to the Bricks and Minifigs then, from the sound of it. This goes like this. Alright. Oh, and this is the bottom of that last window. Oh, I get it. So was there any, or were there any other Lego streams going on right now? I've got to be the only one. There's no way there's anybody else up this late. Just out of curiosity. Every 100 bucks you spend, you get 6 credit. Oh, that's not bad. 6%. It's a little bit better than Lego.com, the Lego store. I think they're at 5. It's not a bad deal. Especially because those are, I believe those are locally owned most of the time too. So supporting a local business. That's cool. Very cool. 2 others. Gross. Not really. Good for them. What were they? Are they like building, or are they like streaming like Fortnite Lego or something? I gotta use this. I don't want to use that. It's a studless, no stud 1x2 brick. It's weird. Have you played the Fortnite Lego? I played it for a couple minutes with my nephew. It was okay. Fortnite. Yeah, that's funny. I played it for a couple minutes. It was okay. Probably a little. I never really played that much Fortnite to begin with, so I'm probably a little late in the game to start playing it now. What in the world am I hitting? There's that. So, despite this being a big gray pile of bricks, right? Which is definitely a little, I keep saying monotonous, but I don't feel like monotonous is the right word. Monotonous sounds too mean. It's definitely a lot of gray for this topper for this building. Despite that, it is well constructed, and whoever designed it is pretty smart, just the way they built it. Pretty ingenious. Connects with clips, and then also where's some studs. See some studs here, but pretty ingenious the way they built it. Just it might be a little too late in the evening for me to really appreciate how well it is actually put together. The Brick Life. It's good. The Brick Life is actually good. What's Brick Life? Isn't that like the, it's like a city or something you walk around in? Something like that. Where is the part that I need? Where is the part that I need? There it is. So that's going to go like this. I see you commented. I'll read it in 1 second. I'm just going to finish this part that I'm on. Pretty late where I'm at, so kind of tired. I'm having brain farts trying to figure out where I'm at on this thing. Alright, so that goes there, that goes there, and then 2 of these. I'm going to build this twice. Fortnite, yeah, it's actually kind of good. Yeah, I think it looks good. If we're talking about the same thing, I think it's I might be wrong, but I feel like it's like you're walking around a city or something, right? You can do like activities. It's almost like, I mean, obviously it's Lego, so it's not exactly like Grand Theft Auto, but the gameplay, it's an open world sandbox sort of game. If we're talking about the same game, it looks kind of fun. Yeah, cool. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I haven't had much time to play games lately. The only games I've really played is Mario with my daughter's very into Mario right now. So a lot of Mario, which is a lot of fun because I get to hang out with my daughter and play video games. That's a win-win. But she loves Mario. That is her thing. We've been playing Mario Sunshine. We actually beat it, but we went back to it just because that one's her favorite. It's my favorite too, so it works out. But she calls it the Secret Mario game. She goes, "Dad, can we play the Secret Mario game?" It's really cute. Really adorable. Let's put that there. Put that there. Yeah, it's definitely, it's too late for me to fully appreciate some of the design elements on this build. It is very well done, but I'm grumpy and tired, so I'm just trying to finish it. But it's very well put together, for sure. Although, I love that record store. That record store was great. Definitely prefer the record store. So that's going to go right in the middle there. I'll put these wings on here. And then that's going to connect. Yeah, see, this is smart building. Whoever designed this, just the Lego math with the hinges connecting from here to here, that's smart. It's probably not something I would have come up with. I would have done it much dumber. sign right there. That's awesome. Really neat. So I'm finishing up this second floor. After I'm done with this second floor, I'll be finished with this book. And after I'm done with this book, I'm going to call it a night. But this is a pretty good set. Oh, look at that. That even connects at a slight angle. That's pretty cool. Ooh, I'm going to build a clock. That's neat. So now that's going to go off to the side. That's a good, it's actually a good print for the clock face too. I don't know how much of it you can, how detailed you can see, but it's looks like a nice vintage clock. That's pretty cool. I want to make a Lego Rolex later. Awesome. Wearable, or is it going to be a different scale? Be cool if it was wearable. Be even cool if it worked. Did you know Lego actually used to make watches? They made some watches back in the day. They like snapped together. Well, it's Lego, so obviously they snapped together, but they made watches back in the day. A wearable Lego Rolex. That's pretty cool. Is it going to work, or is it just going to look like a watch? That'd be cool if it worked. It'd be cool either way, but it'd be cooler if it worked, for sure. I don't know how you'd do that, though. Take some smart Legoing. Looks cool. Yeah, I don't know how you'd make a working one anyway. You'd basically have to make something completely custom. Take apart a real watch and figure out a way to connect Lego bricks to it. Oh, this is a sign? Oh, that's funky. I'll show you what I'm talking about in a second. I'm gonna finish building this little section, but this clock is actually not going inside the building. It looks like it's going on the outside of it as like a sign for the building. That's kind of crazy. They're so proud of the way this clock looked, they didn't want to put it in the building. They wanted to actually make sure you could see it from the outside. That's what that little... Ooh, that could have been worse. It's too late. It's too late for me to be awake. Ooh, okay. I got lucky there. Alright, so that was no fault of them. That was all me grabbing it weird. So that goes there. That goes there. That goes there. One second, let me fix what I broke and then I'll show you. Oh, that could have been bad. That could have been so bad. All right. So, note to self, be more careful when grabbing this. But, I guess from the gray, yeah, grabbing it from the gray is definitely not smart. I need to grab it more from the base of it. So, but it has a little clock on the outside. It's kind of cool. Cool little build. Ooh, buddy. All right, I'm almost done with this section. Once I'm done with this section, I'm gonna call it a night. It's pretty late where I'm at. I've said that like 4 times. I'm gonna call it a night. I'm gonna call it a night. But this time I mean it. I'm actually gonna call it a night. You're gonna have to go watch some Fortnite. Maybe a little disappointing. Is that really how it's going to be? There's no windows? Huh. That's a little surprising. There's no windows on this section. These are bare. There's no glass. You might be able to fit a glass a Lego glass piece in there, a 1x4x6 glass piece. That's weird. I like my windows to have glass on them. Basically done with this floor. Well, not basically. I think we're done with this floor. Maybe there's something on the front there that I'm missing that is coming up, but I'm not going to do that tonight. I'm going to work on that tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to stream again and hopefully finish building this entire thing. Let's see what it looks like. Up on the other camera to give you a better view also. Give me 1 second. Whew, that is a tall shelf they got in here. It's kind of cool. It goes up to the 2nd floor. Just kind of getting everything in place. What have I done? I've done something wrong. it. Looks like that is the appropriate plate height. It's probably just me being kind of dumb. Yep. That side goes. There's that side. I do feel like I didn't notice this on the last one. I didn't have this issue, but the bricks are a little mushy. They're not quite as clicky, so I feel like it's not holding in place quite as well. I'll show you a better angle of it here. Give me 1 second. Hello. Thanks for joining. Lego car lover. Oh, I just saw your channel is so cool. Thank you. I love the Lego community. Me too. Let's go. Let's go. So this is where I'm at so far. It's pretty cool. This is impressive, by the way. I hadn't really noticed this earlier when I finished building it, but actually opening that door is pretty hard to capture in this form. I'll make a better video at some point, but this is pretty cool. It looks really good. The build quality has been pretty good. Like, the design is really good, especially this large, like what's the word I'm looking for, like kind of cabinet display case for all the antiques and stuff. Very impressive. I'll take a better video, or make a better video with better pictures and all that stuff soon. But I like the record store that I built. Look up the LumiBricks record store. I really like that one a lot. I think the build experience was probably a little bit more entertaining, for me at least. I'm probably also into the source material of that a little bit more than the antique store, but it is very pretty so far. The build itself, I guess, is probably going to be about that tall once it's done. So I'll finish that tomorrow. But yeah, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I'll be back on tomorrow, and hopefully I see you then. Bye, everybody. Thanks for joining.